Hello again, everybody. Welcome to USA Wrestling Weekly. I'm Scott Casper. It's time for this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. This week, the best of the best are competing in Fargo, North Dakota. The A6 Vaughn Junior and Cadet Nationals provide a tremendous showcase of the best young wrestling talent our nation has to provide. In this show, we'll get a full report from the world's largest wrestling tournament in Fargo. This time, however, we focus on the first part of the competition, including action in Greco and women's freestyle. Let's start with a closer look at the Cadet GrecoRoman National Championships that feature the best 15 and 16-year-old wrestlers in the country. Last year, it was Aaron Pico of California who won Cadet National titles in both freestyle and Greco-Roman. Pico had his sights set on winning a Cadet Triple Crown, which goes to athletes who win USA Wrestling Cadet National titles in folk style, Greco, and freestyle in the same season. Well, Pico took care of the first leg of the Triple Crown back in April when he won a gold medal at the USA Wrestling Folkstyle Nationals. His performance in Greco and Fargo is one for the record books for sure. Pico did not allow a point, not 1 point, when he blitzed his way through the tournament field. Pico went on to win the gold medal match at 132 pounds with an incredible performance by sweeping Nevada's Brady O'Keefe 6-0, 6-0. Pico was also named the outstanding wrestler of the Greco tournament. He's now 2/3 of the way to winning the Triple Crown.
That's what we trained to do this year. Well, I definitely wanted to make the world team, but I wasn't able to get a chance to go that. So the next step was a Triple Crown.
Well, 5 wrestlers are still alive to win a Triple Crown in the Cadet class. Only 9 wrestlers have ever won a Cadet Triple Crown coming into the year. Hunter Marco of Wisconsin is after a Triple Crown at 94 pounds. He handled Pennsylvania's John Gabriel 4-0-6-2 in the Greco-Roman finals.
I mean, it's the best tournament in the country, so Greco, I really like Greco, but I feel like I can do really good in freestyle too, so we'll see how that goes.
Mitchell McKee of Minnesota was 2/3 of the way to the Triple Crown at 100 pounds after beating Kyle Beardumfeld of New Jersey in the Greco finals in 2 straight periods.
Oh, it'd mean a lot. That was what I've been looking forward to the last however many years I've been thinking about this. Getting that stop sign and getting that Triple Crown.
Texan Bo Nickla is also up for the Triple Crown at 152 pounds. He got his Greco gold in the title bout with a convincing 7-0, 1-0 win over Utah's Kiefer Taylor.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I've been working really hard, just all the way from last year. Last year was a little disappointing. I got 3rd and stuff, but that just motivated me more to work hard and got the gold this time.
At 195 pounds, Lance Bennick of Minnesota kept his Triple Crown hopes alive by tossing Michigan's Landon Pelham to his back for a pin in 40 seconds.
I like the pressure. I feel like I wrestle better under pressure, and it was just a lot different than what I've been used to, but I like the pressure.
Second leg of the Triple Crown, your thoughts?
Well, one more to go. Just focus on the next one, match by match.
Washington's Chandler Rogers won his 2nd straight Cadet Nationals Greco title in dramatic fashion. He launched teammate Ryan Christensen for a pin in just 33 seconds to win the title at 170 pounds.
Greco's probably on the #1 list of my favorite styles of wrestling because body locking, like throwing is my favorite. I did it in the finals, but I love the throw.
In the 88-pound finals, Pennsylvania's Devin Schnupp won by fall when he registered a 2nd period pin over Maryland's Brendan Coughlin.
A lot of guys are going to be like, oh, Devin Schnupp, yeah, he won Fargo, so he's going to be coming at me, so I just got to keep it up and keep working hard. I think it motivates me, and it feels good.
Not 1, but 2. Oregon had a pair of champions in the upper weights. In the finals, 182 pounds, Daniel Colbury won the 3rd period, topping 2012 Cadet Nationals Folkstyle champion Michael Pixley of Missouri. It was a wild one for sure when, in a battle of big men, Wyatt Spears scored a turn in the final seconds to pull out a stunning 0-8, 3-2, 2-0 win over Tanner Farmer of Illinois, that at heavyweight. Well, the state of Utah had 2 champions to be proud of, including Kimball Bastian, who improved on his 2011 runner-up finish by defeating California's Nick Fagner in the finals at 160 pounds. Roy Nash swept Indiana's Connor Tolley in 2 periods in the finals at 220. The other individual Cadet National Greco-Roman champions include Florida's Kyle Nordstrom. He was a winner at 106. Over Pennsylvania's Vincenzo Joseph. At 113 pounds, it was Virginia's Coy Ozius over Idaho's Drake Foster. Vincent Turk beat Illinois teammate Jonathan Marmolejo in the finals at 120 pounds, and Michigan's Cole Weaver handled Cadet National Freestyle champion Seth Gross of Minnesota in the finals at 126. Joseph Nelson of Wisconsin, who beat Joey Gunther of Illinois in the finals at 138, was victorious as well. And Minnesota's Mason Manville collected a championship stop sign of his own when he beat Dustin Williams of Kansas at 145 pounds. Overall, the team title was close until the very end. It was there when Team Minnesota edged Illinois to take home the championship trophy. Congrats to Pennsylvania, who finished a strong third. Now let's take a look at the Junior Greco-Roman tournament, which featured talented high school athletes from across the country. Now, historically, no wrestler has ever won 2 USA Wrestling Triple Crowns in the junior division. Illinois star Nkosi Moody is determined to change that. In 2011, Moody became the 3rd Junior Triple Crown winner. He started the season strong when he won the Junior Folkstyle Nationals in Iowa back in April. He took the next step in the finals of the 106-pound Junior Greco-Roman Nationals when he beat Illinois teammate Tommy Pawlowski 2-0-0-3-3-1. Moody beat Pawlowski in the Junior Nationals Freestyle Finals last year to complete his first Triple Crown.
At first, I thought since I lost, I wasn't going to be able to get to the finals, but I found out it was an opportunity for me to get to the finals, and I got my head right, and I went out there and did what I had to do.
3 other wrestlers remained on track to win the Junior Triple Crown with Greco-Roman titles. Texan Oliver Pierce won his Greco-Roman gold at 152 pounds. He beat Ohio's TJ Fox in posting a 7-0-2-0 score in the finals. Pierce was second in the event last year.
I had one period where I kind of got a little sloppy earlier in the tournament, but other than that, I went out and dominated and just took things one match at a time and just stayed focused.
In an all-Iowa battle in the 170-pound finals, Alex Meyer launched Justin Cothe to his back to record a second-period fall. Meyer, a University of Iowa recruit, was second in Junior Nationals Greco last year.
Since I'm bigger, I'm taller and stronger than he is, I could get him off the ground, and as soon as I got him off the ground, I knew I had to just put him right on his back and keep him there.
Michigan strongman Adam Kuhn was the 285-pound champion. He controlled Illinois big man Josh Marchuk in the heavyweight finals. Kuhn won the Junior Greco title for the 2nd straight year and was a freestyle FINA cadet world champion just last summer.
Just the upper body throws. I mean, being a heavyweight, everybody knows the heavyweights. We're all upper body. It doesn't matter if it's Greco, folk style, or freestyle. We're all upper body. So I just like to get the upper body throws and just that type of stuff. Make sure I have good hips.
Jordan Spieler of Florida repeated as Junior Nationals Greco champion, shutting out Wisconsin's Matt Gray in the 160-pound finals. Spieler made the U.S. Junior World Team this year and was named USA Wrestling Junior Greco-Roman Wrestler of the Year.
I'm on a roll, to be honest. Once you get on that roll, you want to keep rolling. And you know what? Snowball effect. You keep winning, your confidence keeps going up.
Grant Lamont of Utah dominated North Dakota's Ryan Blease with a 7-0-7-0 tech fall in the 145-pound finals. He sealed the win with a spectacular 5-point throw to end the bout. Lamont was named the outstanding wrestler.
My first year here, I was actually wrestling junior, but I was a first-year cadet. And I mean, I felt outmatched and the underdog, and this time I felt confident and felt like I was supposed to win, and I did my stuff.
Iowa's Corey Clark put on a dazzling display with a pair of spectacular throws from the reverse lift position to tech Joel Shump of Illinois 9-0-6-0 in the 126-pound finals. Clark will now head to the University of Iowa.
I just try to do what I've worked on and trained for, and I mean, if I can get to my attacks and do what I do and not worry about what he's going to do, I feel like I'll win the match.
Well, Zane Richards of Illinois is finishing his high school career with a flourish. He shut down Tyson Dippery of Pennsylvania in 2 straight periods in the 132-pound finals. Last year, Richards was the Junior Nationals Freestyle champion and was second in Greco-Roman. He'll join the University of Illinois in the fall.
I had a chance to either take classes, work, make some money, or come here and compete. And what I want to do is come here and compete because, like I said, I want to love the sport as much as I can, learn as much as I can. Even if I don't lose, I'm learning out there.
All in all, Illinois had a great finals round, winning 5 individual titles. Nkosi Moody's brother, Jabari Moody, won a Junior Greco title at 100 pounds when he beat Wisconsin's J.J. McClellan 1-0-3-1 in the finals. Jabari was a cadet national freestyle champion just a year ago. Kevin Powell of Illinois defended in parterre in the 3rd period to hold off Washington's tough guy, Josh Newberg. The score there, 6-0, 0-1, 1-0 in the finals at 120 pounds. Well, the Illinois Parade of Champions continued when Sam Brooks won the title at 182 pounds. He beat last year's runner-up Michigan's Kevin Beasley 2-0-1-0 in the finals. FILA Cadet World Team member Hayden Tuma of Idaho captured the junior Greco gold at 138, beating tough Mitch Bankston of Minnesota in the finals. Well, let's wrap up the finals round. Minnesota's Jared Offdell defeated 113-pound Javier Vieira of Kansas in the finals. In an all-Pennsylvania round at 95 in the finals, well, it was Ryan Solomon who topped Alan Turkenhodzik for the gold. In the 220-pound finals, Maryland's Kyle Snyder took 2 straight periods from California's Daniel Shade. Overall, Illinois did dominate the team race, scoring more than double the points of any other squad, lifting the championship trophy with pride. Iowa and Pennsylvania tied for second. Well, more news from Fargo when we return. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly. Stay tuned.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
Well, it's time to talk about our young women, and the nation's best 15 and 16-year-old female wrestlers put on a great show as for the second straight year, USA Wrestling hosted Cadet Nationals in women's freestyle. Now, the level of competition this year was simply outstanding. Hawaii's Teshia Allo kept the superb tournament by defeating Colorado's 124-pound sensation, Maya Nelson, doing so in 3 periods in the finals. Allo avenged a loss at the Body Bar FILA Cadet Nationals when she downed returning champion Kayla Miracle of Indiana in her pool competition. Allo was named Outstanding Wrestler in the tournament and was later named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week.
Kept thinking about that medal I was going to get, that plaque. Kept thinking about all those open doors that are going to open up for me, and I've been training so hard for this. I wasn't going to let anybody take my title.
Michigan's Autumn Rux was the only repeat champion from last year. She recorded the 3rd period fall of her Michigan teammate Samantha Cushard in their 154-pound finals.
It sucks going into the 3rd period, but when you know you got to do what you got to do, you fight a lot harder in your 3rd period, even if you're tired, you know?
While Iowa's Cassie Herkelman celebrated her sweet 16th birthday in dramatic fashion. Trailing late in the 3rd period at 115 pounds, Herkelman nailed a 2-point turn in the closing seconds to edge Pennsylvania's Francesca Giorgio in the finals.
I beat her 3-2 or 3-1, I don't remember, in the 1st period, and then I ended up tech following her in the 2nd period, so we only went 2 periods there. And I knew that she'd come back tough this time because she had something to win and I had something to lose. So I knew it was going to be a tough match.
Oklahoma's Becca Leathers finished a strong tournament by defeating Hawaii's Shannon Paina in the finals, doing so at 132 pounds. Leathers, a junior and cadet folk style nationals champion, also beat returning cadet champion Jasmine Mendoza of California in her pool competition.
I'm looking to win both, but it's 2 different challenges. This is people my age and I'm competing and I'm on their level. And I step up tomorrow and you get really excited. It's a different group of girls, a different level.
California's Cadence Lee fell behind early before her first period pin over California teammate Angelica Yanes in the finals at 108 pounds. Lee will be competing in the Cadet World Championships later this summer.
Having background in judo, it was very helpful for me to be able to get a throw when I really need it, especially when I'm behind.
New York's Alex Porter earned the title at 143 with a first period fall over California's Anna Naylor. She improved on her third-place finish last year.
I wasn't really looking for it, but there's some positions where you can just kind of feel it, and when you're in it, you know it's there. I saw the opportunity and I went for it. I sealed it up, I had it tight, and ended the match with it.
Well, we round out the other finalists now. At 95 pounds, it was Washington's Brittany Cook who scored a second period fall over Virginia's Rebecca Forsyth. Oregon's Jessica DeHart stopped Washington's Marisa Baruta in the finals at 101 pounds, and Michigan's Caitlin Hill won 3 bouts at 172 pounds in a round-robin format to win her title. Washington's Ryan Gibbons at 198 pounds, and Hawaii's Molly Gonsalves at 84 claimed championship titles as well. Overall, California won the team title with a strong effort. Washington placed second and Michigan third. Well, the Women's Junior Nationals was the largest ever held, and the quality continues to climb. When it was over, there were many performances to remember. New York's Alex Porter earned her second Fargo title in 4 days after winning the Junior Nationals women's title at 139 pounds. Well done. Porter swept California's Jasmine Mendoza in the finals. Porter won the Cadet National women's title to give her a double championship.
I think I was pretty confident that I could come back and repeat the same process. I figured most of the girls would be the same anyway, and I was really confident in the way I'd prepared this year. I was ready, I was hungry, and I came out and did exactly what I wanted to.
Katie Germain of Florida hit an early headlock to score a first period fall over talented Rachel McFarland of Michigan in the finals at 130 pounds. They were teammates on last year's FIDA Cadet World Team. Germain was named Outstanding Wrestler for her performance.
Great thanks to Rachel. I mean, she's a strong competitor. She was an awesome teammate when we went to Worlds together. I don't know, I'm still in shock and everything. It's just, I can't believe it's me.
Indiana's Kayla Miracle bounced back from a loss in the Cadet Nationals tournament to win a Junior Nationals title at 121 pounds. Miracle stopped Michigan's Stephanie Hampton 4-0-8-2 in the finals. Last year, Miracle won a Junior Nationals silver medal.
Well, after losing to Shia, I was humbled a lot, and it just made me more hungry to win it. It kind of struck me that anything can happen and anyone can pop out at any moment.
Alaska's Hope Stephenson scored a reversal in the closing seconds of the third period to edge Cadet Nationals women's champion Cassie Herkelman in the finals at 117 pounds. Herkelman headlocked Stephenson late in the period to tie up the score 4-4, but Stephenson rolled through for 2 points and the win.
One thing, we always talk about in practice is one more good effort, one more good shot, give it all your best. And I was like, okay, I've got one more good shot.
Iowa's Megan Black looked strong, beating New York's Hannah Greasewood in 2 straight periods in the finals at 112 pounds. Black took third last year in Fargo.
I like wrestling just here with women. It's a nice opportunity to, step away from Iowa wrestling where it's mainly just boys and kind of see where I match up as far as women go.
Colorado's 105-pound Cody Fowl won a Fargo title for the second straight year, beating Haley Moreno of Texas in the finals. In 2011, Fowl won a Cadet Nationals title.
2 years ago was my first ever girls tournament. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do, and it was a whole new world.
Georgia's Amy Ho edged Hawaii's Tai-Han Sloan 1-0-1-0 at 97 pounds. Ho became Georgia's first junior women's freestyle champion. She'll also compete at the FIDA Cadet World Championships a little later on this year.
I just got back from Pan Am's yesterday evening.
Okay.
So, cutting weight and then coming to Fargo for a tournament, So it's been wild.
In all, it was a talent-laden field, and results were encouraging, with Eveline Reyna of Texas claiming the title at 125 when she beat Jenna Elmlinger of Wyoming. At 148 pounds, fellow Texan Natalia Honojo needed 3 points to beat Desiree Harms of Washington. In the 159-pound finals, Mary Westman of New York rallied to outlast Kiaya Van Skoyak of Washington. Oregon's Sam Urban claimed the title at 172 pounds, beating cadet champion Caitlin Hill of Michigan. At 198 pounds, Texan Kira Boyce was impressive, beating Tiara Scott of Illinois. All in all, when the smoke cleared, Team California won the junior women's team title, Texas placed second, and Michigan finished in third. Next week, we'll bring news and results from the men's freestyle cadet and junior nationals, as well as the women's junior duels. Well, Fargo wasn't the only showcase of top young talent last week. The U.S. sent 3 strong teams to compete at the 2012 Pan American Cadet Championships in Maracaibo, Venezuela. When it was over, 2 of the 3 American teams were continental champions, and the other placed a strong second. The week started with the Greco-Roman tournament. Led by 6 individual champions, the U.S. edged host Venezuela 91 points to 88 to win the team title. Capturing the gold medals for the U.S., Chandler Strand of Utah at 110 pounds, Fox Baldwin of Florida at 138, Logan Breitenbach of Maryland at 152 pounds, Nick Corba of Ohio at 167 pounds, and Eric Morris of Pennsylvania at 187 pounds. The USA added silver medals from Tanner Cox at 92 and Carter Shipley at 220 pounds. Next up, the women freestyle wrestlers put on a show, and Team USA showed up in force, capturing gold medals for the U.S., Marina Joy of California at 83 pounds, and Aaliyah LaFrancis of Vista, California at 60 kilos, or 132 pounds. Joy, if you recall, was a 2012 Body Bar FIDA Cadet National Champion and will compete at the 2012 FIDA Cadet World Championships a little later on this year. Winning silver medals were Kim Cardenas at 94 pounds and Amy Ho at 101 pounds, Cody Fau at 108 pounds, and Irina Velasquez at 123 pounds. The U.S. got 3 bronze medals, won by Jasmine Bailey at 114 pounds, Alyssa LaFrancis at 143 pounds, and Olivia Toth at 154 pounds. The U.S. placed second in the team standings with 87 points, just behind Venezuela with 94. Canada came in third with 65. And the USA wrapped up the tournament with style, winning 6 gold medals and 9 total medals to capture the men's freestyle team title. The U.S. won the title with 84 points, followed by Venezuela and Canada with 58. Venezuela, 81 points, by the way. Winning individual gold medals, Freddie Stroker of Iowa at 119 pounds, Fox Baldwin of Florida 138 pounds, Mark Hall of Michigan at 152, Andrew Garcia of Michigan at 167, Eric Morris from Pennsylvania at 187 pounds, and Carter Shipley of Florida at 220 pounds. All in all, a big weekend for Fox Baldwin and Eric Morris, both who were double champions, winning both the Greco and Freestyle gold. Winning a silver medal was Clay Stowagan at 92 pounds, joined by bronze medalist Mason Doherty at 101 pounds and Anthony Giraldo at 127 pounds.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, one of the remarkable things about Fargo each year are the number of current and former wrestling stars who come back to coach and inspire the young. Well, we visited with a number of these successful athletes who were helping out, including in 2008, it was Jake Deitzler, who just completed high school and earned a spot on the U.S. Olympic Greco-Roman team. Since then, Deitzler had to retire from competition due to a series of concussions, but he remains very involved as a coach for young athletes in Minnesota.
To be honest, I mean, this tournament's it's the pinnacle of high school wrestling, you know. I mean, this is where everybody wants to be. They want to be on that big stage over there wrestling in the finals, and you know, this is kind of where kids' dreams kind of come true, so I love it. You know, I love being part of that, and right now I coach at Pinnacle Wrestling School and work with Brandon Paulson and Jared Lawrence full-time, and I tell you what, we got some kids here that want to make some noise, and I absolutely love being part of it.
Working with the wrestlers on Team Colorado was longtime Greco-Roman Team USA member Keith Saracki, who competed for the USA at a number of world championships. He's helping build the next generation of American athletes.
We got kids that are 5, 6 years old. The biggest thing is getting the parents on board to see what wrestling brings and make them understand that wrestling isn't all about weight cutting, and you know, it's a fun sport, it's an individual sport, it's got a lot of discipline and a lot of dedication, and it's a small family, so it's fun for the kids.
Melissa Simmons grew up in Washington and went on to be a college champion at Oklahoma City University. She's a member of the women's national team. She was a coach and leader for the Washington women's team this year.
Well, I actually have coached here in Fargo several years. Last year I didn't because we had training camp in Colorado Springs, but this year I'm the director, so I'm more involved with more of the backstage scenes and everything. And Washington Wrestling has done so much for me and supported me when I moved out to the Olympic Education Center, and then they still supported me when I went out to OCU, and then again when I moved to Colorado Springs. So it's nice to give back to the Washington State Wrestling Association that has supported me throughout all my competing.
Pete Kowalczyk was a Fargo champion growing up in Illinois and is now at the Olympic Training Center as a senior-level Greco-Roman star. He came back home to help coach Team Illinois.
You know, we have a great thing going in Illinois right now where we got a lot of kids who really are interested in Greco and interested in the off season, and I've always had a blast. I had a blast wrestling this tournament, and I've always had a blast coming here, and it's a lot of fun. You get to help young kids who, you know, maybe we can learn just a little trick or two that I could teach them, and it's a great thing.
Well, that'll do it for this week's show. Next week, we'll wrap up Fargo, and we'll continue to talk about the Olympics, the prep, and the opening ceremonies. For all of us at USA Wrestling Weekly, I'm Scott Casper. Thanks for watching.